Hello everyone, this channel is all about showing how I make money selling cash secured bonds as well as covered calls, mostly on the leveraged products. And I already mentioned repeatedly, I have a couple of favorite leveraged products. My top leveraged products are NVDL, BITX, TSLL, TNA and SOXL. They are not in any particular order. As the price is going up and down, I pick and choose the right product to sell the cash secured puts for that time. But they are all equal to me and anytime I can pick any of these products. But today I just want to highlight and talk a couple of things about SOXL and why it is my favorite stock. SOXL is an ETF, but it is a leveraged ETF and it has a bunch of holdings. Unlike the other leveraged products, for example, NVDL holds heavily NVIDIA and BITX is purely on Bitcoin and some Bitcoin related ETFs. TSLL is purely on Tesla. But when it comes to SOXL, it is not a single stock play. It owns a bunch of semiconductor stocks and it owns most of my favorite products. Of course, it holds some of the products I don't like, but they are just one or two. I still believe in semiconductor space and I strongly believe that the semiconductor stocks are going to do well in next couple of months or maybe an year or two. Not in a super long time, but in the nearby future, I have a strong belief that the semiconductor stocks are going to do good. Just last week, I read some news about Microsoft investing $80 billion in AI data centers this year. And these data centers are growing and growing and growing. Not only Microsoft, even Amazon and Oracle, Google, everybody is expanding their data centers. With all these news, I am believing more and more on the semiconductor stocks like Nvidia, Broadcom, etc. And when it comes to SOXL, it holds most of my favorite semiconductor stocks. If you look at the SOXL stock closely and look at its top holdings, it holds Nvidia, Broadcom, AMD, Texas Instruments, Qualcomm, Marvell, Intel, and Micron Technology. These are the top holdings. Of course, it has more holdings, but these are the top 10 holdings, and I love all of these products except Intel. And all these stocks are doing really well except one or two, like for example Intel. It got beaten down so badly. Hopefully it will stay here and recover from here, but who knows. Anyway, there are many other holdings like Nvidia, Broadcom, AMD, Texas Instruments, Qualcomm. All these are really good and they are all my favorite stocks. So with all these holdings, I am becoming a big fan of SOXL and I am believing this SOXL more and more nowadays. One more thing is, like many other leveraged products, SOXL also distribute the dividends. Look at the dividend history. Every quarter, they are distributing some dividends. I don't see this list is up to date. SOXL recently distributed some dividend. I'm just showing it from my other account. Look here, on December 31st, they distributed 7 cents per share. But good thing is, they did not mess up the stock price or any of the options contracts. I have a bunch of option contracts on SOXL. None of these got affected. That is the beauty of SOXL. Recently, MSTX did some dividend distribution and they messed up the stock price as well as the option contracts so badly. TSLL also distributed some dividend recently. They affected the contract prices, but at least they were clear and none of the option contracts were blocked. But MSTX did very messy job. But coming to SOXL, it is very super clear. Of course, there's nothing to be clear because they did not make any changes to strike prices. It is all plain and simple. So even though SOXL is a leveraged product, all the business they are doing looks like a normal ETF. This is what making me more and more comfortable owning or playing with this SOXL. Of course, things may change. I don't know if they are going to make any changes in the future, but at least as of now, it looks plain and simple. With that, I'm going to sell more and more cash secured puts. If possible, I want to put all my money towards SOXL going forward for next couple of months. Even if you look at last 3 months of price chart, it came down a little bit and got pretty stable here between $27 and $30 price range. With that, I am very comfortable selling cash secured put at $27 strike prices. Now I am getting more comfortable and I can even bump up the strike price to $28. If we expand the graph to 1 year, of course, it went really up and it came down. During the heavy semiconductor momentum, it went up, but now it came down and it's kind of getting stabilized at $27 to $30 price range. So I'm going to play cash secured put at $27, $28 price range. That's pretty much I wanted to say. I just want to highlight that SOXL has been my favorite leverage product and it is turning from liking to loving. Let's see how it is going to play out in next a few weeks. But definitely I am liking this SOXL at this point and I believe in semiconductor space and I'm going to continue selling cash secured puts more and more on SOXL in next couple of weeks. That's all. See you in the next video.